Gerasimos is in Ottawa. Ha! Gerasimos, welcome to the show. It's a wonder you can cross the road with all these trucks there.
You can't cross the roads. You're absolutely stuck. Everything is jammed up tight. But this is just an expression of how the country feels about this entire COVID thing. Although we've done fairly well in Canada, nonetheless, the government's messaging has been less than perfect. More like in Bojo's tennis court than anywhere else. I mean, I think you could add Biden and Bojo in to young Trudeau. Has
Trudeau's political position begun to slip? I mean, he called an election. No. It didn't go all that well, though he survived. Yeah, has he fallen further?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think he's in a stable position for a couple of years anyway. He doesn't need to call another election, and no one's going to throw him out at this point.
Don't you think it's a bit of a rum look, fleeing the capital from your own people? Although CBC said they were Russian.
Yeah.
They said the Russians were behind it all.
They did, eh? Good for the CBC. I used to produce for the CBC, so that was 50 years ago, so I'm not surprised.
It just shows you how Russiagate has got everywhere.
Well, they're just so smart, those Russians. I mean, of course, like we have to be very careful because they could be everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a young man, my father used to read. My father was a survivor of the San Pedro de las Gardenias concentration camp in Spain. He fought with the international brigades.
Okay.
And in the Spanish Civil War. And I used to see him reading the newspaper, and he would have a pencil, and he would underline things. And I said, "Dad, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm reading between the lines because the only way you can find the truth is to read between the lines."
Very good. God rest his soul. Gerasimos, let me ask you one more question. I think as George Bush would put it, they misunderestimated the truckers. They didn't think there'd be as many of them, and they didn't think the public would line the routes to wave their flags and wave to them. Hortons, is it, the coffee chain, refused to serve them, and so on. Do you think they've had a bit of a wake-up call now when they've seen the sheer numbers that this protest has garnered?
I think that they found that the weight of their knee on the Canadian neck is too much, and they're going to have to do a retreat and rethink
it looks like
their
that
position.
to me. Yeah,
I don't see any way out of it. The people are very angry, and part of it is that they're angry because of all of the misinformation. Another part of it is they're angry because people are just not strong anymore. You know, people are not natively strong. They don't have the capacity, let's say, that someone in Britain had 100 years ago, or some settler in Canada had 150 years ago.
Very interesting. We'll need to explore that another time. Thanks. Give my love to Ottawa.